Most of us in this room came of age with the conventional wisdom that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but we now have 20 years of peer-reviewed research to tell us that the opposite is true. We know that adversity in childhood creates long-lasting scars, creates changes to our DNA, changes our cells, and leads to adult health problems long into adulthood. So where did all this research begin? How many of you are familiar with the ACEs study? Great. So that study began more than 20 years ago. In 1995, two erstwhile physicians, I call them very philosophical physicians, Vincent Felitti at Kaiser Permanente Preventative Health and Robert Anda of the Centers for Disease Control. Robert was an epidemiologist. They had a curious question, and they wanted to compare the experiences that patients had had in childhood to their adult health outcomes. They didn't just look at a few patients, they looked at 17,000 patients and compared their childhood histories to their adult health outcomes. Now, these were patients who were doing pretty well in life. They had college educations, they were in their mid-50s, so they weren't expecting to see a great deal of trauma. But in fact, what Felitti and Anda found was that 64% of these 17,000 patients presented with at least one type of adversity before they turned age 18. 40% had had two or more categories of adverse childhood experiences, and 1 in 8 had experienced 4 or more ACEs.